Hey, hey everybody. I just got done feeding my cat. I'm going live. I just felt like it. I've been getting plenty of sleep. I've also, if you noticed, I've shaved. Hey puppy, you wanna come inside? Come on, join the party. So I got my cat and my puppy. And here's the puppy. Hey puppy. Hey puppy. What? Are you hungry too? You don't think it's fair that the cat gets food and you don't get any, but the cat gets food and you have to sit here and watch the cat get food and you don't get any? How dare you? I know. Anyways, I'll feed her in a minute. No, Lolly, I know you're hungry. No, I'll feed you. I'll feed you, but you gotta wait. You gotta wait a bit. You gotta wait a little bit. You gotta wait a little bit, puppy. Venga acá, venga acá, puppy. Venga acá, puppy. Why are you such a little poopies, huh? Why you gotta be a little poopy? You should be sleeping right now, Lolita. You should be sleeping. What are you doing up? You're a dog. You require a lot of sleep. Come here. Sit down. Here's a blanket for you. Here's a blanket. Here you go. No. Here's a blanket for you. Come here. There you go. Rub you up in your blanket. There you go. Nice and warm. There you go. Sit down. You sit down, you poopy. You sit down, poopy. Sit. She knows to sit. Check it out, shaved. I look like I lost 15 years after I shaved. I look like a little boy, don't I? I look like a wee boy, a wee lad boy. Wow. That's scary. That's scary looking. I shaved and it's scary looking. Wow. I still need to shave a little more, clean up. But man, that is just scary stuff. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like being beardless. I feel very exposed, very naked right now. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what I look like without a beard, without a mustache. I used to have a mustache with a twirly mustache. I don't know what you call those for the play The Drunkard. And I had it for a long time because of the play, The Drunkard. I'm in the play. I'm taking a little break as I focus on work because I need to make money. Unfortunately, Drunkard is fun, but you don't get paid from doing the show. It's all volunteer, and I need a job. I'm actually working on a book. I transcribed. I think it's like 5 of the panel discussions I've had over the years with filmmakers and festival runners and this and that. So I took all those discussions and transcribed them, and we have Hank Bird, who's a local writer here. He's done fantastic for himself. He's gotten very lucky. I actually admire him because he's actually one of the nicest people I've ever met. He's legit. He never had a like Sundance back him up or anything. You know what I mean? He struggled. He went through the trenches and actually struggled and made his I guess his shows on YouTube. It's called Blurbs. If you haven't heard of it, basically Blurbs is a short. It's 2 words put together. Black nerds. He's a black writer director, right? So he created this show called Blurds. Yeah, Blurds. And it was a kind of a hit, and so he got picked up as a writer. And he ended up working on a project that Mel Gibson and 50 Cent starred in. That's Hank Bird right there. Hank Bird, your local writer here in Tulsa, got to got to write a project with starring Mel Gibson, 50 Cent. Pretty amazing. That blew my mind when I heard, because I've always like known of Hank here and there. I've always like caught whiff of what he was doing, and then to me it's exciting. It's exciting to see that happen to someone locally. It kind of warms my heart to see it, just especially someone who really deserves it. You know what I'm saying? This guy's worked just as hard as I have, if not harder, and he's making his way. It's fantastic. There's who else? Oh yeah, this other guy I got to talk to, Kyle Kawiki Harris. He's like he's got some Native American ness in him. He does stuff that has a lot to do with that, but also he gets out of that little niche and does his own like action movies and stuff, which is great. You want to see a director that can do a little bit of Native American, a little bit of action, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Don't just get stuck with one thing and you bore us to death, right? So I have a lot of respect for Kyle for his diversity that he brings to his filmmaking, and he actually spent time as under management as a writer. He got to write and develop shows that didn't go anywhere, but he was still part of that big process, and he got to get a experience from that. And he went off and did his own thing. He was able to raise money and get some actors, do it the way that's done. And he so much respect for Kyle Kawiki Harris, Native American filmmaker. These guys, I have respect because they're like me. They start off with nothing, no connections. They struggle through the trenches. Nobody gives a damn. They go out there, win awards. And I've known Hank since like 2010. We both went to Bare Bones 2010. I won India Tour of the Year. I think he won something too that year. I don't know. I don't recall. But and then a couple of years ago, or last year, or a year ago, a year ago this year, I don't know. I was nominated India Tour again, and he was there. So it was like a full circle experience to be like, wow, hey Hank, we're still here. We're still here as writers. We're still here as filmmakers. It's not easy. It's not easy to be a filmmaker in the early 2000s and to still be making films 25 years later. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Especially a guy with no connections, no money. I make things purely out of community. I bring community people together. When I started really elevating the level of community access to what I was doing, I was presenting screening events. I did over 100 screening events for the locals to be able to screen their shorts in movie theaters, in coffee shops, in bars and restaurants. I was the only force in Tulsa that was doing that. There was nobody else doing that. And then I guess, as people do, as they copy me in Tulsa, after doing table reads in movie theaters and doing table reads consistently for locals, not just my scripts. I've done my scripts because I'm a script writer. I've done the science fiction that I did mine. I think I did something else. But then I did Rudy, who's like a good friend of mine, who's an amazing writer who never gets any credit, nothing. Like nobody sees what I see in him, right? So one of these days, it's gonna go on the calendar, but I'm gonna find us an agent for us to like move forward with our screenwriting, But it's tough. It's all tough because you really have to spend time in it. And I can't dedicate that much time anymore like I used to. I used to dedicate so much time to screenwriting, the reading scripts. I mean, I still do, but not as much as I did back in the day when I was completely obsessed and entrenched in it. I mean, I spent a good 4 years straight doing nothing but script research, understanding scripts. They're very complicated things, and the more you know about story and story structure, novel writing, the more you know about that stuff. All kinds of writing are going to come in handy when it comes to the script writing format. Everything you learn outside of that is gonna tell you more about the craft. You're going to be able to do more with the craft. It is good to keep things simple, but if you don't really know the simple structures of story structure, we're talking about like simple stuff like the different acts that exist. What's the climax? What's the resolution? What's the hook? What do you got as a hook? What's the first act? Have you introduced all your characters? Do we know all your characters? Have you introduced your main character and his dilemma, right? And then his call to action, right? They call well, see, I'm so dusty, I have cobwebs when it comes to, like, if you go to my office upstairs in my head, and so off my screenwriting office, it's just, there's cobwebs everywhere. I haven't looked at it, but I still have everything there. Including a project. You want to hear something crazy? You want to hear something crazy that will blow your mind? Okay, so I worked as a ghostwriter for this local woman who has had a pretty incredible life raising horses, but also she wanted to write her family story down all the way back from the days where, we're talking like 1800s. And she can kind of backtrack a story all the way to this guy he was semi-famous. He was a doctor back in the day, and he was, like, well, famous for it. And so she wanted to write a story. So I started developing her story from nothing. I mean, it was all the research I did, all the collection of books just to find out certain things and historical things. I mean, I lost count how many books. I have an office entirely dedicated to this project, and it's still there. And there was a bit of a issue whenever I started getting pushback from the community, from Circle Cinema, who for some reason, still to today, they don't see me as a real filmmaker. I don't know why. I don't know what their deal is with me, why they keep calling me a fake filmmaker, why they call all my films fake, and then they prop everybody else who's local, like, oh, look at his film, or look at her film. Oh, but Lee, he makes a movie, he's a fake. He's an asshole. Let's kick him out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck did I do? Speak up against my oppressors? Yeah, I have spoken up against my oppressors, and it kind of has made things worse, because there's people in the community who don't believe me. They don't believe me that Harjo was a bully to me. They don't believe me that Soska was a bully to me. They don't believe, you know what I'm saying? They just think like I'm crazy, like I'm just making this shit up for no fucking reason. Why would I just make shit up, assholes? Here's how you prove that you're actually not an asshole. Because here's the thing, everybody banned me, kicked me out, spread rumors, but I kept winning. I kept my nose down to the grind, my little puffy nose, worked my ass off, didn't care what anybody said about me, kept moving forward. People kept trying to ban me, push me out, try to cancel my events. Ridiculous behavior. I'm still banned from Circle. It's preposterous. Anyways, I went to a different local theater where I've had film festivals, where my paintings are hanging, all painted by celebrities and signed by celebrities that I got to hang out with, and I'm bringing to the theater. I've made the theater money. What else have I done? I've had art lessons that have been sold out with people. You know what I'm saying? I do all these things. They go, oh, he's a fake, kick me out. I don't know who's spreading the rumors. I go to a different movie theater where they don't know anything about me. They're just really friendly, and that's how you should be, friendly. We work together, and we accomplish amazing feats, including a haunted house at the movie theater. I think we were the only movie theater in Oklahoma to convert a whole fucking movie theater into a haunted house. Okay? I do script reads in the movie theater, where we do actor training stuff, where we have actors go in and warm up, and we have somebody leading it, not just anybody, but someone like with some experience and know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, we do all these things, plus the over 100 events screening local stuff to push their name out and help them out. And what do? They all fucking come against me. All of them. Every single motherfucker comes against me, except for like 2 people. It's insane, dude. People are wacky. I have proof too. There's a guy who stalked me for a year. And not only I think he's part of the group that tried to get me banned and whatever, and like pretty much like the nasty things people would say on Facebook is insane. The nasty things they would say to me, and then of course I went fucking nuclear. I went fucking You know, like like after spending a whole year helping out a film community, you know, doing this, doing that, doing this, and they all turn on me like I'm a Frankenstein, like this, you know, and then so I put me in depression. It broke my heart. It put me in depression. There's so many other things I got that were part of that, but I'm not going to go into it. But I went into psychosis and still till today, people don't believe me that I went to psychosis. They're like, "Oh, how do you know?" Because I've had friends who I've helped who've gone through it. I know what it looks like, and I went through it. I didn't want to, but I didn't realize what was happening until like weeks later when I was like better. But we're not weeks later, but we're talking like months later until I could actually look back to see what the fuck happened to me. Because it was insanity. I just lost it, you know, and I got banned off Facebook because I just completely lost it. I was throwing arrows at everybody. Fuck you, fuck this, fuck you, fuck Tulsa, fuck, you know, everybody sucks. Because it's true. I was being treated horribly, getting banned for no reason. I got people trying to tow my car from a coffee shop for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting attacked left and right, you know, and nobody believes me in Tulsa. They're just like, oh, you got some douchebag named Gonzalez who thinks I'm just attacking innocent people. He's like, oh, see, he's just saying he's misunderstood. I had to literally go on YouTube, find this stalker who all he does is copy these rants and then put, see, he's a homophobic, misogynistic bastard. See, I told you. When he doesn't realize I'm just pissed off by the fucking assholes that keep being an asshole to me. You know what I'm saying? I've never done anything violent, didn't do anything, didn't hurt anybody, didn't break anything, and they're acting like I'm the most violent person in the world. They have to send the police and the FBI to my house. Go fuck yourselves. You fucking your noses are so up your asses, you can't see the reality for what it is. You think what? You think a local can't be talented? You think my movie that took 15 years is garbage? Go fuck yourselves, you fucking assholes. You know, then they take this little rant and they go, see, he's violent. You're all dipshits, you fucking assholes. You know what I mean? And I've just been succeeding, kicking ass, winning. I was a state gold artist. I had my painting at the fucking center of downtown Tulsa where they tried to kick me out. It was down and center. I didn't plan for this. I'm just that good. Unbiased, got picked by the judges. I was a state gold artist. That was my big fuck you moment to everybody who was like, he's such a fake. He's such a fake. He's not a real artist. Go fuck yourselves, all of you, you bastards. All of you, from Harjo to Sosko to even Evan Hughes, who's a fucking bastard. Like, he's a fucking fake. He's not funny. People just love him because he's friendly. I get it. He's been there doing his thing. He's not funny, okay? He's not funny. He treated me like an asshole, like I was a nobody when I first tried to meet him, okay? When I tried to meet him, his true colors came out, and he acted like a fucking asshole. And then he tried to be nice to me, which is I appreciate. But I'm saying this because it's true. You got your Harjo, who's a fucking asshole. You got your Sosko, who's a fucking asshole. You got your Evan Hughes, who's a fucking asshole, but he's been pretty nice. So I'll give him that. He's at least nice, and he tries. But his true colors, I'll never forget. I came up to him very nicely, and he was the biggest fucking douche I've ever met. Okay, so don't tell me he's great, and he's not even funny. Okay, I've been to his stand-up. He sucks. He's like all about being a comedy stand-up here in Tulsa, and he sucks, and everybody loves him. I get it. He plays social media. He hearts everybody, so everybody loves him, and he's out there loving on everybody. But he sucks. I don't care how much love you put out there. If you suck, I'm sorry. You're not funny. Okay, go work on your material maybe, and then maybe you're funny. I'll go see you next time and see if you're funny. You know, I'm sorry I'm so harsh, but it's true. You got people who hype themselves up with a brand name, and they fucking suck. They suck at what they do. You see it everywhere. I'm sick and tired of it. It's fucking bullshit. Not only that, you see people who suck who are placed. They get all the money. They get everything because of some political agenda they're pushing, and they get it all. You know what I'm saying? And they suck. I mean, they're mediocre at best. What makes them look good is the aura of fame. The aura, oh, he's got management. Oh my goodness. But they're like mediocre at best. They suck. They barely have any talent. They barely do like anything to be great. You know, all they have to do is show up to be great because they get all the cameras. They have all the plugins. You know what I mean? And they're not even that talented. How many talented people go wasted. It's sick. It's sickening because you have people who are placed who are always going to get there, get the one, get the thing, get the job, because it's all fucking, you can't win as an individual artist. You have to have a huge management group. You have to have this, you have to have that, or else you can't win. It's just how it is. They're going to spread shit about you, get you banned. They're all going to team up, you know? That's just how it is. I'm just a singular artist who's kicking ass. You can't stop me because I'm the authentic thing, baby. You can't stop me, man. You can't stop me, dude. I don't need to be Native American for you to open doors for me. I just do it on my own. You want to keep them closed because I'm not Native American? Well, fuck you. Fuck you. How about that, assholes? Do you ever realize that in the world today, the world we live in today, there are all kinds of people and diversity. There isn't one group better than the other. We are a melting pot of people, and we don't care what you look like on the outside. Duh. We got people growing up getting fucking twisted in the head. Oh, they're evil. They're the white people. They're so evil. They're trying to get us and do this. Nah, motherfuckers. You ever thought of the idea that back in the day, people who had higher IQ took advantage of people who had lower IQ? Had nothing to do if they were gay. Had nothing to do if they were colored. Had nothing to do with it. It was just people who with higher IQ taking advantage of people with lower IQ. Had nothing to do with color. Go figure it out. You want to use color as an excuse to hate on other people? Fine. But I'm calling it for what it is. Hatred. Hatred being spewed out for no other reason than the fact that you just want to hate on people. No. Read your history. People with higher IQ took advantage of people with lower IQ. That's all it was. Don't overcomplicate it with racism, class systems, and this, and that, and this. No. No, it's just simple. It's just nature. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It is what it is today, even today. It's people with higher IQ taking advantage with people lower IQ. And guess what? You could be Native American and have a high IQ. You could be Chinese and have a high IQ. You can be black and have a high IQ. Do you do anything? Do you self-educate? Do you study? Do you do anything? Do you exercise? Do you eat healthy? Do you do anything to increase your brain capacity? Anything? No. No. So you want to blame it on race. Oh, you want to blame it on this and that and this and that instead of taking up your own responsibility. When do you take up your own responsibility about your own life? You want to blame people because of the skin of their color. What kind of retarded first grade kindergarten shit are we living in? Are you fucking kidding me? Are we still blaming people on the color of skin? What is this bullshit? What lie do you feed on? How much TV do you watch? Do you read? How many? Tell me this. If your percentage of TV is 75% and your percentage of reading books is 0, then you're fucked up in the head. I'm sorry. You're brainwashed stupid by the television. Okay? Wake up. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Read a fucking book. Jesus Christ, you stupid idiots. You're making me angry from how stupid you are. You know? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's high IQ people just get pissed off by all the low IQ people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just, we get pissed off because I get pissed off by stupid people. That's the only thing that pisses me off. Stupid people really piss the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? They just piss you off because they do stupid shit. And you're just like, why? Why do you have to ruin things for other people? Why do you have to do stupid shit? Why do you have to put so much hatred? Why do you have to break that? Why do you have to destroy his business? Why do you have to spread rumors? Why do you have to lie? Why do you have to lie? Why? Because of stupidity is why. Sheer stupidity. Look at Cat. He's like, damn, son, you done? Are you done ranting? I'm trying to sleep. All right, kitty cat. I'm done. I'm done ranting. Shit. Do I feel better? Yeah, I feel a little better. I feel a little better. I'm dealing with this guy named George Gonzalez, man, and he is, well, let me finish the story I was telling about Ruth. Okay, what I was saying was I've been through so much shit, and she caught wind of it, So she stopped working with me because she was like, "Oh, you're a horrible person" or something. She walked away. Guess what happened to her? I found out yesterday. I feel horrible what happened when I found out. But I mean, karma. What she was paying me was peanuts, okay, compared to what I should have been paid for the writer that I am, the value that I bring. Okay, what she was paying me was peanuts. She was getting me at a fraction of a price of any professional. And I don't get me wrong, I'm professionally trained as a writer. Okay, I'm looking straight in the camera. I'm not lying to you. I've trained for a decade, over a decade in story writing. I've studied it for over a decade. I've read tons of books on it. Met many authors that I've had discussions with the topic. I've sat in classes and been like, wow, this idiot doesn't know anything about writing. You know, I'm in a situation where I go, oh shit, I'm a pro level. I just haven't been signed on or I haven't moved in a direction towards a company, or I'm just independent. So I was working as a ghostwriter on this project. Huge project, by the way. Huge. We're talking like, if we could break it down, we're talking 4 or 5 movies altogether, or 4 or 5 or 6 movies, or a television series that's all written out. You know, it's a huge project. We're talking like 100 years of of American history through the eyes of a family. It's a huge project. It goes through the Civil War. It starts a bit after the Revolutionary War, you know, and it's all that. And then there's just so much going on. Then after the Civil War, there's just a lot going on. It's hard for me to remember it all, but it's all written down. Now it's actually all pretty amazing how I organized it, because it is a beast. It is a giant of a beast. And the craziest thing happened. Her car caught on fire or something. I don't know what happened with her car. It caught on fire and it burnt the house down. The house caught on fire, and then apparently the dogs that were in the house were going crazy, and they all woke up and got out, thank God, and no one got hurt, but they lost everything. But here's what's insane. When she decided to quit working with me, she never picked up her books. I told her she can have it. I even went out of my way to copyright the project and make sure it was under her name. I never was like, I'm going to take this, I'm going to steal it, you know, even though she's like, you're fired. I was like, damn, Ruth, like, don't listen to these people. Like, I'm working so hard for you. Like, what we have is beautiful. And, you know, and it was my means. What I was getting paid was peanuts. We're talking like $220 a month. And I was literally living off of that a month, which in today is like, you can't do. But I was, okay? I was living with that money. And when I lost that, I lost my means of living. I just, you know, it made things worse. So not only was I financially devastated by the fact that I lost my one-time source of money, and it wasn't much to begin with, you know, I lost everything. I got depressed. I went to a deep depression, and I lost everything. I was in so much pain. And people kept making fun of me. You know, that's the worst part. People kept making fun of me and kept saying I was such a horrible person. It made things worse online. I was being bullied online, like really horribly. And people didn't understand. The passerbyers that just saw somebody spewing, fuck you, this, fuck that, didn't make any sense. And people knew I didn't make any sense, but still, for whatever reason, people on Facebook were like trying to be warriors. So like, oh, look at this guy. He's a racist. He's clearly a racist. He's clearly like, no, that's not. People are so fucked up in the head when they see somebody going through psychosis. They think it's an attack on their political agenda. It's hilarious. It's hilarious what happened. And this is the truth. And people are like, no, you're trying to make it. No, I'm just telling you the truth from what I see. And I'm the most authentic, like, I don't lie to you. I don't shift things because I have an agenda. I don't even have a political side. I don't care for the president. You know what I'm saying? I have no agenda at all. I'm telling you for what it is. There was a group of people who thought they were doing good, who were like, oh, this guy's, you know, racist, homophobic, blah, blah, let's out him out. When in reality, I was going through psychosis, and I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I was just mad. I didn't care who you were. I didn't care. Wasn't conscious of thinking that, oh, this is so-and-so, and I should give him, you know, you're not supposed to talk to him like that. I was just spewing I was calling everybody the N-word, everybody gay. I was calling everybody. It didn't matter if you weren't black or if you weren't. It didn't matter. I went insane. Like, people don't understand that I had psychosis. That the all the shit they did to me, all the bullying, the getting banned, the FBI, even cop cars going around my house, even driving backwards. I kid you not, driving backwards in front of my door. The Tulsa police, which I caught on video, which I showed a friend, but I ended up erasing it because I told him, I was like, look, I don't want to be that guy who holds a grudge, but I should have kept it. But you know what? It's fine. I showed my friend. He's my proof that it happened because he saw it. Police cop cars driving backwards in front of my fucking house, harassing like me, like psychologically going around. And I took my dog out for a walk because I was suspicious that they kept their police cars in the neighborhood just for me. And I was right. I was walking my dog around. Boop, 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 boop. What do you know? Police car. Keep walking around with my dog. Oh, what do you know? Police car. Dude, they're fucking, I don't know what Circle Cinema did or what they said to whoever or what the fuck they did, but the harassment that I got, the banment, the bullies, them trying to fucking tow my car away, like fucking sick. And the police came to strong arm the whole situation. Like I was telling the police, look, they're fucking me over because they have some kind of crazy hatred towards me. My car is not parked illegally. I'm here. I bought coffee from the guy who served it to me. The guy who served me the coffee that I bought from, who was nice and pleasant, I was nice and pleasant, was the one who called the tow company to move my car. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever, like, I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Like, why are you towing my car? I'm here because here's what happened. I don't even want to get into it, bro. But besides that, they've always treated me like shit. And I've always just toughened up. And I went a whole year with them being assholes, trying to do shit like that all year, for a whole year. Because I'm strong. It takes a lot to break me. So a whole year of just putting on events and them trying to cancel or do something to fuck with me for a whole year. And I just kept at it, kicking ass until I finally had my breakdown. And they were like, see, he is an asshole. And they took that out of context. When I was going through my psychosis, they took that and go, oh, you see, yeah, let's get them banned. And they were successful. They got me banned. They got people against me. And that made it worse. That made my psychosis way worse. It made my depression way worse. Everybody turned on me. Friends were even saying, I can't associate with you. Like the things they're saying. You know what I'm saying? I got banned from communities. And then when I went back, when I was in a better mental state, I went back to that same community. Nobody would look at me. Nobody would talk to me. Everybody treated me like I was like not even there. So I was like, damn, this is harsh. So I just left. I didn't say anything. I just left. I was like, you guys are assholes. So I went to a different community where I was able to flourish as an actor. I did stage theater. I performed. I debuted on the Spotlight Theater, the Drunkard. Okay. Now, all these assholes, directors, producers, comedians who've been assholes to me, here's my challenge to you. If I'm so talentless and such an asshole, how was I, first of all, picked as a Stay Gold artist? Number one. Number two, create a film festival that brought in money for a movie theater. If I'm such a horrible person, how did I do that? Number three, if you go to that same movie theater, you will see a wall of 9 paintings of celebrities that have been signed by them. How did I do that? How did I do that if I'm so talentless and I'm such an asshole and I'm such a fake? How did I do that? I don't know. I also won Best Actor of the Year from a film festival. How did I do that? The same Evan Hughes, Susco, they had their movies in the same film festival, and it was me, who won Best Actor. If I'm such a douchebag and such a faker and talentless, how was it that I won the award and not Susco and not Evan Hughes? Is it because it's fake? I'm such a fake that I win awards and the things that these people want to win awards, that Evan Hughes wishes he was a good actor. He even in his video jokingly says, yeah, I'm the best actor in Tulsa. I'm the Tulsa King, blah, blah, blah. Everybody loves me. And he's so talentless. He's a talentless hack. He's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Go spend time in theater. Go spend time memorizing a monologue, 5 monologues. Go perform a play. Go on movie sets. Go work as a PA 5 years like I did on movies and rub shoulders with fucking assholes, because that's the industry for you. Just one asshole after the other. And then be still on your feet. Trust me, all the shit that I've been through, none of you would survive. None of you would survive it. You would all quit. You would all go cry to your mommies and fucking, because you don't know how hard it is. You don't know the reality. You live in your own little bubbles. You don't know the reality of the struggle that I've been through personally here in Tulsa. Oh, you guys don't know. You guys come in here. I've been here longer than Sterling making movies. I've been here longer than Sosco acting and things. I've been here longer than Evan in the arts community, either doing music or whatever you want to call it, okay? Don't come to me with how amazing they are when they don't even come close to me. My challenge to them, all 3 of them, if all of you are so amazing, go do a painting where it gets picked by a museum and set for like months on display. Go to a theater. After that happens, a month later, go perform in a theater live stage and then tell me that you're really talented. After that, go put on a film festival where you bring in lots of money for a little tiny theater that, you know, a lot of the communities don't really care for. Let's just be honest. They're just mean towards it for some reason. Okay, let's see you do that. I've had many accomplishments. I've lost count of the accomplishments I've had month to month to month to month. So don't give me this shit that I'm a fake artist, that I'm not an artist, that I'm not a filmmaker, when I'm just winning awards left and right. Best actor. I've literally performed on stage. I've had my paintings on display in museums. I have them on display in theaters, signed by celebrities, and a lot of them go, "Oh shit, you're the painter guy that I need to go talk to because I've heard of you." You know what I mean? Like, don't tell me I'm this talentless hack when all of you don't even come close, okay? So if you come around me and you disrespect me, first of all, say I'm a fake, you just don't acknowledge me as an artist, first of all. You don't see me and you don't acknowledge me as an artist. Strike 1. Strike 2, you say I'm an asshole, you spread rumors. Strike 3, you're part of the same group that continues to do the same shit over and over, which is like Frankenstein this shit. You want to go pitchfork my ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I'm going to keep winning. You can't fucking stop what's really talented, what's really authentic, and what's real. You can't stop it. You could try, but you can't. Oh, that's right. I had sold out paint and sips. I had a 60 plus group of people that I did a paint and sip with. I don't think Sosco's done that. I don't think Evan Hughes has done that. And I don't think even, what's his face? Silver Spoon Harjo has done that. Sundance Chosen, who's been propped up by Sundance his whole life. Yeah, calls himself local. You're not local, Bubba. None of you are local. Evan is, but Sosco, he's not local. He just moved here like a year ago from New York or something. And then Harjo isn't really local. He's from a smaller town. I mean, he is local, but he's not. He's been more out than in Tulsa. He's done more stuff out. He's more like a Sundance star. You know what I mean? He's not local. He should just move to Sundance, move to Utah where he really belongs. He doesn't belong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, go move to Utah or wherever the fuck Sundance is, because that's what you are. You're a Utah Sundance filmmaker. You're not a Tulsa filmmaker. You weren't here when I was here making films, struggling. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you made some, but you got like so much outside influence, so much outside power that it shouldn't even be called a Tulsa film. You know what I'm saying? You're not true local, Harjo. You're part of the system that I despise. Why do I despise it? Because to the 5 years that I worked as a PA on movies, I got treated like shit. So disrespectful. Even in Tulsa, you know, you work on these big productions that take a lot of work and people don't even realize, you know, and then you come around, they're so disrespectful. They're insanely disrespectful. I never understood that. I never understood the disrespect here in Tulsa I get from people. It's insane. It's fucking insane. And all I want to do is just be nice and like care for people and help other people out. And they just like make things worse. I don't understand it. It's like, they think I'm some evil person. I just don't get it. I literally have a goal of heart, and they just miss out on the whole thing. They miss out on the whole thing because they're so egotistical. They have They live their lives with little lenses that have been placed there by education and other authorities, and they view the whole world through those lenses, and they attack me, I guess, because they see me, right? And those lenses are specifically designed to like attack the individual, I guess. I guess people are brainwashed, attack individuals. That doesn't surprise me in the United States. I mean, the United States is like one of those things where it drives forward with zombies. It needs zombies to operate. Go shopping at Walmart. I mean, I do the same thing. What I mean is they have systems. They have systems, and they need the sheep to keep the systems alive. That's why a lot of schools and education systems, they place those brain lenses in front of people, and they see the world through those lenses, right? And I think it's done on purpose, in my opinion, to keep the state of affairs going the way they want, the way the elites want, because they're always thinking generations ahead. They don't just think on like tomorrow and what's going on today. They think generations ahead, and they plan for shit. They implement stuff in the education system that takes probably months to implement. So if it takes months to implement, it means they probably had years of planning behind it, you know? Bye forever, don't care. No. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. So, you know, yeah, goodbye. 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 You don't like it here? Goodbye. See ya. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Dude, the best thing about being me and not giving a shit is I get to be me and not give a shit. That's the best part. People don't understand. The best part about being an individual is that you get to not give a shit what people have to say about you. You know, it's the best thing. It's the best kind of freedom that exists. You just don't give a shit. You know, I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, don't give a shit. It's that simple. That's simple. I care too much about my own happiness and my own life, you know, to give a damn about what anybody else has to say about me, you know? Goodbye forever. You know, that's the thing about Tulsa. You talk truth about their darlings. Oh, goodbye forever. I bet that was a Tulsan who was like, goodbye forever. Oh, you insult my beautiful. You can't touch Evan Hughes. He's untouchable. Don't talk bad about him or you get banned. You know, excuse me that he was such a garbage, treated me like I was garbage when I first went up to talk to him. My bad. My bad that his true side came out. My bad. My bad. And that he's fucking talentless and he's not even fucking funny, dude. He's not even fucking funny. He's not funny. This is what comedy is today. You go out, you build a following before you even know how to be funny. You build a following and you're not even funny, bro. You're not even fucking funny. Like, I went and saw your stand-up. You were fucking horrible. I went up there with the expectation of, oh, this guy's incredible. Let's check it out. You know what's sad? What's sad is you have a real talent who's like, he's hiding behind your shadows. He's actually more talented than you. He's actually nicer than you. He's more authentic than you, Evan. And he's hiding behind you, and he doesn't cause any ruckus. But in my opinion, he's the Tulsa King, not you. The guy who's the nicest guy I ever met, who's been in movies, he doesn't get any credit. Does he ever get any credit for that? No. He's the nicest person, and you just step all over him. Evan, you're fucking hilarious, dude. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, Evan. You're a piece of shit, and you don't know it. You're a piece of shit, and you don't know it. You have this whole scheme. You got people all in love with you, but you're not funny. You're not funny, bro. You're the least funniest comic in Tulsa I've ever seen. There are a lot funnier people than you, and I don't understand why you have such a big following. I do understand, because you use social media. You spend all day, instead of working on material, you spend all day on social media looking at girls and hearting their pictures. That's all you do. That's all you do, Evan, is you heart girls' pictures on Facebook and other social medias. That's all you do. And then for some reason, girls don't think it's creepy when you do it, but when other people do it, it's creepy, right? But when you do it specifically, it's not creepy. It just adds to your whole atmosphere. Bro, whatever you say, I think it's creepy as shit. Okay, I'm calling out for what it is. You're going around stalking girls. You heart all their pictures. You bless them, as you say. You've been blessed by Evan. Okay, you've allowed him to stalk you and drool all over you essentially, and you made it okay. It's like the Pedro. What's that guy actor? The Pedro effect. He says he needs to touch women because he's full of anxiety. Excuse me. Excuse me, you're allowed and you need to touch women that you think are hot to lower your anxiety? Go fuck off, dude. In any other culture, you would be fucking like murdered. Okay, look at Andy Dick. He touched women and he got fucking publicly assassinated. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, certain people do it and it's okay. No, that's not how it works. Okay, obviously Evan is getting away with being a perv and everyone's okay with it. Fine, whatever, dude, whatever. If you want to allow Evan to continue to be a perv and secretly go through all your pictures and heart all the pictures on your fucking social media, fine. If you want to encourage that behavior, go ahead. But I'm not part of that train. I think that's sick behavior. And again, all he's doing is building a hype around himself. He's built a system that works, being blessed by Evan, right? It's a thing that has, which is bullshit, because he's not even funny. He's not funny. You're not fun. Hey, Evan, you're not funny. And I don't care who knows. You're not funny, bro. Go keep working on your material. You know, your hype is incredible. Your PR, your marketing is incredible. Your consistency of doing it is great, but you're not funny. You're not funny, bro. I don't care who sees this. Go keep working on your material. I'm going to come out to your show one night, again, to see you. And if you're not fucking funny, I'm going to call you out for being a fucking fraud that you are. For the fucking hack that you are, bro. You're a fucking hack. Sorry. Sorry. You've been outed. Bubba. You've been outed as a fraud for what you are. Just not funny. Just not funny, bro. You're not funny. Sorry, you're not funny. I'm actually funnier than you. I'm actually funnier than you, Evan. That's the sad thing, is that I'm actually funnier than you. And I'm not even a stand-up comic. I don't even try, you know, and I'm funnier than you. That's the hilarious thing. Dude, if I lifted my finger and did stand-up, people would be like, Evan who? Evan Hughes? Who? Evan who? Trust me, I would blow you out of the water, my friend. Blow you out of the water. Because you don't know me. People think they know me because they live regular lives, dude. The intensity I put in becoming like the best actor that I can be, I can pretty much do anything. I can perform anything. I can do anything. My intensity and preparation, it doesn't even come close. I call it the Tom Cruise preparation. Like I go insane with the preparation that I do as far as getting into a role as an actor. You don't, nobody comes close in Tulsa. No, trust me. Maybe a few people in the theater department, but no, when it comes to preparing for a role, nobody comes close. Nobody. So don't even, man. I change my appearance, my look, everything, my physicality, everything, my habits, everything. I don't just look into the character. No, I fucking become the character. I fucking change everything about what I do, even what I think. You know what I'm saying? I go that into it. I go that into it, and not just that. I stay in character. I will stay in character for hours and hours and hours and hours. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. So don't tell me that I'm, you know, blah blah blah. He's such a blah blah blah. No, dude. I get pissed. I get pissed very easily when it comes to shit like this, because it's a touchy subject. I'm an artist. Okay, I'm an artist. It's just simple. You know, that's all there is to it. I've always been the artist in my family. If you talk to anybody in my family, they'll tell you the same thing. Oh yeah, he's the artist. He is the artist. I've always been the artist. I've always been the black sheep. I've always had thoughts beyond religion. Religion could never pin me down. No religion could pin me down. No government, no politics could convince me one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm too much of a black sheep. You can't lie to me. You can't lie to me. COVID. I said no to COVID. I said no to COVID. You know what they say about people who said no? They say we are the true, we are stronger than Marines. We are the true warriors of this world. The people who said no to COVID and who survived that garbage are the ones who are the true warriors of the planet. That's what they said. I didn't say that. That's what they said. I was the only motherfucker that I know who was like, I'm not touching that shit. You're not coming close to me with a fucking needle. If you come close with that fucking needle, guess what? It's gonna go in your fucking eyeball. Do not come close. Do not come close to me with that fucking COVID shit. I don't know what's in it. And first of all, I can take care of myself. Okay? I don't need you to tell me how to take care of myself in this crazy COVID fucked up shit. Your expert's great. I'm taking your expert advice and I'm shoving it up your ass. How about I take my own expert advice? How about I look into it myself? I did my own research. Oh, you didn't think I could do my own research? Oh, you think I'm an idiot? Oh, he's done his own research. I'm sure it's good. Trust me, it was. It was good. It was good enough to inform me not to take your fucking poison. I'm not a health doctor. This is only entertainment purposes. This isn't real talk. Right? I have to say that or else I get fucking banned off YouTube. Like I got banned off Facebook. You come close to me with that fucking needle, it's gonna go in your fucking eyeball. That's what I told people. Yeah, I lost friends. I remember I went on a date with this college student and she was like, are you COVID? I was like, no. I was like, and I just pretended like I didn't know about it because honestly, it was better to pretend I didn't know about it and then just to them explaining to me like I'm some idiot than me explaining to them how much of an idiot they are, right? I just took it. And so there's this woman explaining me COVID. And I was like, oh, I don't know because I work late as a janitor at night. And I don't know. I'm a sleeper in the day, so I don't know what's happening. Please fill me in. She was like, oh, you don't know about COVID? I was like, no, tell me. I'm supposed to do what? Get a shot? Oh, wow. So I'd be very rhetorical about it. I'd be like, so I have to listen to this authority and then go in line to get this injection that I don't know anything about and that I shouldn't question it? Is that what you're telling me? I'd be really funny about it. And then she got so mad and fucking left. But I was like, bro, no, you don't understand. You're all idiots. And that's okay. I was an idiot once before too. You've all been had with the whole COVID shit. Not my fault. I've warned a lot of people about it and everybody thought I was an idiot. I was like, bro, it's a whole eugenics program. You don't understand. It's a whole eugenics program to get rid of older folks, get rid of a bunch of people, get them sicker, get them to a point where they can't reproduce children, like get cancers and shit. I'm just guessing. That's a guesstimation, right? This is entertainment purposes, and I'm just spewing hot air. Yeah, I've gained. My health is superb right now. But the only time that my health went to shit was when I got depressed and went through psychosis. That sucked. My health took a turn to the worst. I lost my muscle mass. I just was depressed. I lost sight. What was crazy though, even though I was depressed, I forced myself to be productive. That's what was insane. The most insane part was even though I was depressed, I kept myself productive. I would stay in bed and shit. But like, let's say, like the painting in the museum that I got picked to be the state goal artist. That came out of nowhere to me. But I was so depressed, but I in the back of my head I kept thinking, here you have an opportunity, and if you miss this shot, you're gonna fucking regret it. I know you're depressed. I know you don't want to get out of bed. But if you don't take this shot, you might miss it. You might miss it and you might not get another one. So I was like, fuck. So I did all the work. I was just, you're angry, depressed. I'm probably in psychosis. I'm still doing the fucking work because I knew how important it was. And I even showed up. I showed up to the event. I was still really in a bad place, but I showed up and I made sure to stay away from people. Like I wore a hat. I was just like, I'm in a really bad place. But here I am. I showed up. I remember greeting some of the artists and going, congratulations. And then I left because I was in a really bad place. I didn't want to be around people, you know, it was tough being out anyways. The fact that I forced myself out, we're talking like pain, depression, like I want to cry every minute. Like it's horrible. It was horrible. I had to fake being pleasant this whole time. Like just, and I'm the whole time I'm suffering, I'm in pain. I just want to get the fuck out of there, you know, and finally, like, you know, I get out. I was in so much pain and anguish, and I had to put on a face. I had to like treat everybody like kings. I had to run all the films and do all this, and I didn't have time to be depressed, but I was in so much pain and depression, but I had a schedule to keep, you know, and I was crying behind the scenes. Like nobody knew what was happening. Like I kept carrying on. Like I was on the verge of always like breaking down. Nobody fucking knew, you know. I kept the smile, I kept going. The film festival was actually a big success. It was a big success. It was my biggest success as a film festival person. The theater made a lot of money that night that I was able to do, and they were happy with that, you know, because, you know, that's a good thing. So that was the whole point of the festival, was to make the theater money and to bring people by. And the festival did was bring people to the theater, and they were like blown away by it. You know, they're like, wow, this place is cool. Like we like this place. You know, we hope you do this again next year. But I'm just tired now. You know, I'm dehydrated. I'm tired. I haven't been getting much sleep. I have been getting a lot more sleep lately, but you know, now I should be getting sleep. This is like the perfect prime time to get sleep. I don't know why I'm up. Honestly, I should be going to bed. But it makes me sad, all the stuff I've been through, and you know, all the stuff I just carried on like nothing happened. But I finally got to heal myself. You know, I got to heal a lot of things that were just ailing me, just painful. You know, I did like this thing where, well, I had this goal to reach 1,000 subs, right, on YouTube. And I did this thing where I was trying to be really consistent with what I was doing, figuring out how to increase my productivity throughout the day and get those views up and stuff. And it was intense. I did it for like over 2 months. 2 months for sure, solid 2 months of every day, which is funny because I'm doing it right now, but YouTubing, that is. But yeah, solid just every day YouTubing, doing the same kind of thing. And yeah, I grew the channel tremendously. I'm sure I lost a few right now. Not from, you know, somebody who's never spent time as an artist. There's a lot of people who aren't artists, and they see someone like Evan Hughes and go, oh, wow, he's amazing. But, you know, a real artist like me sees it for what it is. He's a talentless hack. You know, so is Sosko, and so is Sterling Harjo. Get to fucking treat me like shit just because I have a different opinion. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to like I've never banned anyone. I've never turned anybody away unless you're being an asshole to me. You know, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like if you start being mean to me, then yeah, I'm going to keep talking shit to you and being mean to you. That's just how it is. If I never get an apology from how I was treated, the disrespect, you're not, just because you're there and you think you're there, great. You think you deserve kindness? That's not how nature works. That's not how the world works. Yes, we should be kind. But if you're out of line and you're disrespectful towards me, you're not going to be treated in kindness. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that I shocked you with that. Like, oh, he's not a nice person. Yeah, I can be really mean when it calls for it. But that's because I protect my peace, protecting my everything. I protect myself from assholes. Assholes like George Gonzalez, who's dedicated a year to stalking me, to record videos like this and call me homophobic and whatever else. You know, he's probably part of the group that got me banned. I don't know for sure. Speculative, entertainment purposes. I mean, go look it up. Look up George Gonzalez Tulsa. George Gonzalez, look it up. George Gonzalez Tulsa. This creeper has been stalking me for a year, taking these little snippets that are for entertainment purposes. And he's like, see, see, see. There is history between me and Hughes. Believe it or not, I really do like Evan. He's actually cool. It just pisses me off that he gets so much, like, oh, and he's not even funny. Like, it's just like, what planet are we on? What planet are we on, bro? What planet are we on, dude? But good luck to him, man. I'm not saying he can't be funny. I'm sure if he keeps at it, he keeps working at it, he can get there. I saw he started doing shorts. Wow, I was doing shorts when I was 12, Bubba. And everyone's like, oh, and he's not even that good. Like, but continue, bro. Continue it. Continue it, man. Keep at it. You'll get there one day. You're going to grow a huge following. I don't doubt it. But you haven't proven to me that you're, one, funny, and number two, that you're any damn good. You know what I'm saying? You haven't proven. And why do I say this? A guy who's worked on huge productions, who's fulfillment, congratulations. I feel bad for you, because that's a really tough situation to be. If you're like me, you don't give a shit, and you're just happy to be, like, to just exist, you could care less if I came to this point, but it took a while, because I cared a lot. I cared a lot about what I was doing. I spent a good full year dedicated to what I was doing there, and to be treated how I was treated and kicked out was pretty horrible. And it was all because I was speaking my truth. I was speaking my truth about how Harjo treated me in the past. How he said, there's different instances, but one that sticks out in my head the most back in the day was when I went up to him, because I'm a filmmaker in Tulsa, and I guess he didn't know that because his attitude is shitty. He's got the worst attitude. If you ever meet him, he's got this egocentricness to him that is just sickening. And he kind of talked down to me, but he also had to include, just rub it in my face, I guess, that I wasn't the right skin color for him to work with. That's why I call him a racist, because that's what he told me. Projects, and I was doing projects, and I was doing projects way before him, and there's people I worked with that were doing projects way before him. Did he ever, cool, you're a guy like us, you're a filmmaker, we're all filmmakers, and lo and behold, the rift started right there. That's the day the conflict started between this force called Sterling Harjo and Sundance and the true locals. And Sterling Harjo tied to Circle Cinema that's been really kind of mean towards the locals, especially me, of all people, like me. And horribly mean. I had to literally move to a different movie theater outside the city where they're actually kind there at Go shows. They're actually nice. They know how to treat people and local artists, unlike Circle, where they have their noses up their asses. Like, I don't know what their deal is, dude. I'm going to keep saying this till the day I die. The way they treated me is horrible. I'm going to keep saying it every day in my life until people get it, until they get it, until they understand what happened and what they did to me, is really horrible. So I'm over here at this other theater called Go Shows, and I've been able to do so much, accomplish so much. All my ideas were able to flourish, and instead of them stealing my ideas, they actually allowed me to do my ideas, So that was great, and I've been able to do more, which what's funny about Circle is they've done so many things. Like, one thing I could tell you, I'm writing a book, and the book is filled with all this stuff, and I'm editing it right now. I edited 16 pages yesterday, and I'm going to edit another 25 in their eyes. Whereas Circle Cinema, I'm not allowed to exist in their eyes. I'm nothing in their eyes. I'm this evil guy. It'll never change. I fucking accepted the fact that anywhere I go, you have people that like me, and then the majority of the people who don't like me, which is the majority of people. They're groupthink. I don't do that. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't do that. I'm sorry. So Uh, and I got people always telling me, you need to calm down, Lee. You need to calm down back to earth. And I'm like, no, no. Why? Why should I slow down for everybody else? No, no. The whole point of me existing is to keep pushing myself forward. If you're behind, I'm sorry, you're behind. You're behind. You're not. If you don't know how to catch up to me, sorry, goodbye. Like, I am here to serve the talents that God gave me. Period. That's my mission. That's it. That's it. That's my mission. That's my mission. That's why I've been put on this all in the arts, whether it's the movies, the writing, whatever, the paintings, whatever. You know, it's insane. It's insane. I'm always in a state of free flow. You know, I never know what I'm going to do next. I may think I know, I may have a plan, whatever, but it's, if I allow myself to go into this free flow where I just don't give a shit, and I'm just completely honest, you know, I find my authentic voice and I'm just like free falling and I don't give a shit. And I find myself really diving into art in the most authentic way that could possibly be. And my whole goal is to keep finding that authenticity, you know, to never quit, never become fake, never align with any political agenda, like never. For career gain, never ever am I ever going to change, ever. I'm never going to just say one thing and then say the next because I'm being paid to. Never am I ever going to do that. I think, to me, that is just, it's worse than stepping on lava, like going against your own authenticity. It's worse than stepping, they know this is what they're doing. They know who they are, you know, they're a rancher and this is what they're doing with the rest of their lives. That they come from a family of ranchers, you know, or whatever the case. It just seems like some people are just born to be certain people, you know, and I 100% feel like I was born to be an artist. 100%. 100%. In all areas, in all kinds of areas, like philosophically, even philosophically, you know, politically, educationally. Like, I believe more in being self-taught than actually adhering to an authoritative institution. Like, I'm more about just reading books by experts, you know. And I think I learn better, faster by just being on my own, reading books. Like there's people in college that read one book for the whole semester. You know, it's like, what? It took you a whole semester to read it takes me a day. Like, are you kidding me? So I don't know. Like, I just feel like people slow me down. So I don't like to be tied up with people because they just slow you down. They slow you down. They slow you down. They slow you down. So that's why I don't like to be tied to projects and people and other things. I mean, if I were to look back month to month to month, my successes are due to avoiding people, avoiding the shit out of people, you know, just completely, just avoiding them, because I don't want my energy getting funked. I don't want my focus derailed, you know, especially when I make my movies, I think I'm the most loneliest when I'm working on my movies, because it takes a lot. That's why I don't do them as often as I do them now, I mean, back in the day, because it's just too much. It's too much. Stray Kids is like probably my last independent movie, unless I get some money to make another one. I think Stray Kids is my last independent movie. Now, I say that with already a project in mind, so it's kind of funny that I say that, but that's me. I always have ideas just floating around. I'm just like, oh, let's take that one. But yeah, I have this idea floating around. I don't want to say too much, because I come to realize by talking too much about it, it kind of jinx itself. But yeah, I have this project idea floating around my head that I really want to do. It's actually a new thing that I've never done. It would take some new computer tools that I would have to buy, which I'm fine with. But it would be a whole different thing that I could do, and I think it would be amazing. So that's what I'm looking at. I was YouTubing for a while because my goal this year is to hit 1,000 subs, and I got pretty close. I'm probably losing subscribers as we speak, but because I've changed my whole routine. I'm taking a break. I'm focusing on finishing my book. All I have to do is edit it, format it, and then get it out there. I'll probably design the book cover myself, but I'll get it copywritten too. How long? The gay stalker? Actually, I've never dated him. I don't date men, first of all. Let's just clear that up. Number two, yeah, I agree. I think he's gay. I think I agree with you. And number three, he's been stalking me for a year, for a whole year. So, and this was he's been stalking me since before YouTube, so longer than a year. He's been stalking me. This is weird. Then I kind of forgot about it because I'm busy. A friend of mine brought it up because I was ranting about him because he did me dirty. He just acts like he still didn't, but whatever. And then so it was a rant that I did that I like took down pretty like maybe like an hour later. I was just like, oh, I better take this down because I actually like this guy. I don't want to fucking really piss him off or anything. Even though he did piss me off, I was willing to let it go. But this guy, at this point, I'm like, why does he even want to be friends with me now? At this point, I don't see why he would want to be friends with me. But if he does, cool. If he doesn't, I understand. I'm a lot to handle. When something goes wrong in my life, I get really pissed, especially when it's about my career. I've dedicated so much, and people just want to keep pissing on my fire. It sucks. So finally it was brought to my attention that this guy was still making posts. So I looked into the copyright through YouTube. So I was okay, well here's a way to kind of get back at this guy. YouTube should know. They should just take down the whole channel. I did a copyright on 7 videos that he just straight up copied. That's all he does is copy my videos. Be good. I may rant, but these are people that have hurt me. And you keep saying that these are innocent people. These are not innocent people, man. These are people that have hurt me one way or the other, or disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get one chance. You get one chance with me. If you don't know who I am and you disrespect me, like you act unkindly, you act like an ass, that's it. You that's it. You've been blanketed with a lifelong me ranting about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You're cooked. You shouldn't have treated me wrong because now you're cooked. Yeah. So the 7 videos were forcefully taken down from his site. There were 7 videos. I did a copyright claim. I figured YouTube would understand that this guy has more than just 7 videos that he's copying. It's clear as day what he's doing. So I figured YouTube would fucking take it down. I thought it was like 3 strikes and you're out, and 7 strikes. What happened, YouTube? He should be completely banned by now. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna keep claiming copyright on the videos that he keeps stealing and whatever I don't know what he's doing. He's on a life mission to prove that I'm a horrible person. Look, I told you, I'm a sinner. And I try to be good. That's the difference, George. You don't understand. I actually work on myself to be a good person. I'm not just like, oh, like he thinks I'm an evil caricature. I don't know what his deal is. I'm a real person, George. I'm not a caricature. I'm not an evil caricature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real person who gets pissed if you mess with my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. It's as simple as that, man. I'm a human being. You mess with my shit, I get pissed. It's that simple. That simple. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I'm sorry if you can't take it for what it is. I'm sorry that you have to make it all about defend myself. It's that simple. You know? You want to be a bear and attack me? I'm going to grab my stick and smack the bear in the face until it learns its lesson. You're going to keep getting smacked in the face and in the nose, where it hurts the most, with my giant stick until you learn your lesson. It's that simple. I don't care if you're a zebra, giraffe, a rhino, a bear, a lion. I will smack you in the face with my giant stick. I'm not going to allow you to victimize me. Psychopath. Yeah, see, people can't handle my personality. They cannot handle my personality. It's hilarious. You got some rando coming on here. Oh, he's a psychopath. Yeah, people don't get me. People don't get me, man. Most people, I don't know what existence people live on, what reality, but very creative, imaginative, you know. And I take no shit from nobody. I take no shit from nobody. I can do so many character voices. Oh my God, that's the project I'm thinking about doing. The project that I'm doing, thinking about doing next. Big project, fucking hilarious. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, it's something I'm excited about. And, I don't know. It's what's got me excited. It's what's got me excited these days. Once I finish writing the book, I got 2 more celebrities I'm painting, and I'm hoping to get their signatures this month. That's gonna be exciting. What else? I don't know. That's it. I'm just focusing on finishing the book. There's the paintings I got to do, and then there's the new project, the movie idea that I want to do. That's gonna be awesome. I have to say, it's gonna be the funniest shit that I can probably. I've never attempted a comedy, so this will be my first comedy, and I'm already. And the best part is, I'm figuring out like scenes, and I've practiced out some scenes and stuff, and so I get to pick like what's really the funniest shit and what's like not so funny, and I'm just keeping all the really funny shit. So my hope is that throughout the whole fucking movie, it's just another 20 minutes. That is my goal with this project. A comedy so fucking outrageous that you cannot stop laughing out loud. Like a sickness. So I cannot wait. There's going to be a lot of people who get offended probably. The rest is up to you, you know? I don't care. I do not care. I do enjoy bringing joy to people, though. That's one real thing. I do love bringing joy to people, like for reals. That's like one of my favorite things to do. So that's one thing I'm hoping to do with this movie is that it's gonna be an hour 20, and I'll probably release it on YouTube first. Just to test it out, see how it goes. Because I may do multiple versions until I get it just right, you know. And getting feedback from YouTube is gonna be really important. So that's when everybody here, by the way, I love everybody on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of everybody. Like I watch my TV today is YouTube. I delve into like a TV system. You can create your own content. It's amazing. It's amazing to me that you can do that. So yeah, I just happened to just want to be up, I guess. I don't know. I just was lacking sleep, and all I did yesterday was sleep all day. I really needed it. So I'm glad I was able to catch up. I had a crazy week. I had a poison ivy stung by a bee. I think it was a wasp that I stepped on by accident. It hurt like a motherfucker. That motherfucker hurt like a bitch. Oh my god, it hurt so much. I stepped on this wasp, and it felt like a knife going through my foot. I felt like a whole knife was just going through my foot, and I had to freeze because I was like, what is that? It was so much pain. It felt like a piece of glass, like stepping on glass, but it going like through my foot. But it didn't. Nothing went through my foot. It's just that's just how the pain. I was just like, I think I got a rush of insulin of something, adrenaline, because I remember just like I was trying to black out, and I was just like suddenly, I just suddenly was just like I don't know what it was. I just like felt all this energy come in, and I gently put myself down with all this pain. And I crawled into the house. I had to crawl because that's how it stung me. Like a bug stung me or something. Oh my god! It stung me underneath my foot, almost like on a nerve or something. He little bastard got me on a nerve. that like went up all up my body and up my spine. The pain was insane. But we got some Epsom salt and what else? Ice water, and I just had my foot there for like an hour, and it healed it pretty good. And then I woke up the next morning and it wasn't so bad anymore. It was actually pretty much healed. I could walk around. Everything was back to normal. What time is it? It's probably like what, 4? Part of my daily diary, journaling, vlogging, I guess you could say. Got a lot of pain in my heart still. I'm still healing from. Still healing my heart. You know, I've been through a lot. I've had a pretty tough life. People don't know about the cancers that I've had and the surgeries I had and stuff, all the radiation treatments I've been through. You know, people don't know about that. Plays a big part of a lot of, you know, the stuff I'm healing from is from. But also what I'm healing from is people being an asshole to me, being a bully, you know, and I guess I'm sensitive to that because I don't know. I don't know why I'm so sensitive to that. I don't know why I make a big deal out of that. I think it's just the idea of somebody just being mean to me and getting away with it. I think it just bothers me a lot, you know. It's unfair, you know, and life is unfair. So you have to do something about it, right? You have to say something. You have to do yes man. I don't know how to be a yes man. I'm sorry. I wish I could. You're right. I'm a psychopath. I don't know how to be a yes man. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just, you know, I'm in a situation where it could save my life. Come on, Lee, all you gotta do is just kiss his ass. You know, I'm sorry. I can't kiss your ass. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I'll just go ahead and jump in the volcano. Okay. I'd rather jump in the volcano than kiss your ass. See ya. Seriously, that's how bad it is with me. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Don't ask me to kiss your ass because I just can't do it. Unless, you know, because I sometimes, what do you call it? Self-sabotage. You know, I've been known to self-sabotage quite a bit. You know, I can only be angry at myself for doing it in the past. But, you know, I'm trying to get better at that. I think a lot of stuff like that, you know, just getting overwhelmed. Stuff like I've been really good about that, you know, like knowing when to step back, take a rest so it doesn't go out of control. Really, really good at that. I've been really good at that. Been really good about that. Good at that. Been really good about that. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get it on Kindle, but I guess that's the first thing that it's going to be published on, and I guess made available on Amazon. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So yeah. My first book was getting closer and closer. I decided to take a break from YouTube and switch gears. Now it's like every month I just switch gears or something. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. But yeah, I'm switching gears, focusing on the book. I am YouTubing, but not as much. But I'm being a hypocrite because I'm YouTubing. But anyways, the book. Getting the book is priority. Getting it done, getting it published is priority number one because I already have another book that I want to write and do. So I just feel like before I can start another one, I should probably finish the first one. So that's what I'm trying to do as quickly as I can. The book is really cool because it has Sharon, Oscar, Hank Bird, Kyle Kogi Harris. This is a book, a conversation between film directors and artists, right? And if you don't know who Hank Bird is, he's a writer, a screenwriter whose project was pretty big. You had Mel Gibson and 50 Cent star in one of his projects that he wrote. You know, Kyle Koiki Harris also. He's on stuff with some names in it. You know, and I've done projects, but not with big names. But at least I've done them. You know, you can't say I'm not a filmmaker. I've done films. I've had movies playing movie theaters. I've won awards at film festivals. You can't say I'm not a filmmaker. It's the argument persists today in Tulsa, I guess. Am I a real filmmaker or not? That's the question. even though I've proven it many times over and over and over. I don't understand their issue. But yeah. I always do these like journals. Like, it's easier for me to just come on here and talk, and then just be myself. Get to be myself in front of people. And then whatever. Whoever stays, stays. Those are my buddies. Whoever goes, goes. Good. You're not my cup of tea, I guess. Go away. Great. We don't have to chit chat. We don't have to talk. If you're my cup of tea, cool. Because that's how life is. I'm looking for my people. Where are my people? I don't want to be. I want to be me, and find my people who allow me to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to impress anyone. I'm not looking. I just want to find the real people who really dig me, who allow me to be me and are okay with it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not hurting anybody. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. So long. La 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 la. I'm not a psychopath. I'm just high. You bastards. You bastards. You bastards. One more and I'm gonna go. One more and I'm gonna go. I have my license to smoke. I'm not pushing it. I'm not selling it. Entertainment, educational purposes. I smoke it because I find it it helps with stress and anxiety and a little bit of an energy kick with the sativa. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. 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 How many times can you say that? How many times can you say go to bed really quick? Go to bed. 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 Go to go to bed, 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 go to bed. All right. What do you think? Go to bed? Or I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have fun. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight. Don't let the monsters get you. Ah, 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 ah.